Paul Heffron here, and here's a short video on how to randomize long problems or written response areas in D2L for a test. So here I have a problem for my students to do in physics, where Superman and He-Man throw Captain Marvel over a castle Grayskull in particular. So this easily could just be a written response question as well, or an essay question. How would you randomize this in D2L to prevent students from having an easy time of cheating? Okay, so here's my question right here. So all I have to do is just copy my question and paste it into another document. Now, what you might want to do at this point is just paste it a few times and just, in my case, change the numbers. Or if this is an essay question, you could just change the essay question slightly each time. So here I've got 4 versions of my test question ready to go. So it's better if you prepare this ahead of time. And then what I'm going to do is go to D2L, I'm going to go to the quizzes section, and I'm going to go to the question library, and I'm going to make a random section. So earlier I made a section for multiple choice. Now I'm going to make a section for my large problem. So this would be like test 1 long problem. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to shuffle the questions. So, or I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to save that. So now, what I need to do in the question library is go to that new section, which doesn't have any questions in it. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go new. And instead of picking multiple choice or written response or short answer, I find the easiest thing to do is to make a true or false quiz. And the students are just going to answer, have they finished the test, true or false. And then they're going to submit their work to an assignment drop box instead. So the answer will be true when you are done. So when you are done, select true. There we go. And then submit your work to the Dropbox. Okay. So I'm going to need a Dropbox for that. So I'm just going to open up another tab. Okay, and I'm going to go to I'm going to cancel on that. I'm going to go to the assignment section here. So in the assignment section, this is where you make your Dropboxes. So I'm going to make a new assignment, or a new assignment Dropbox. And this is going to be for test 1 long problem. There we go. And I'm going to tell the students, submit your long problem, okay, from test 1 here. There we go. And hit save and close on that. Okay, so now I have a Dropbox ready to go. So I'm just going to go back to here, and then what I can do is start putting in the actual test question. So I'm going to go back to where I made all my copies of the test question. Scroll back to my first one here. And I'm just going to highlight the text I want to show right here, Control-C. Bring it over and paste it into the question part. And then I'm going to also grab a picture. So to do that, one thing you can do is, if you have a picture ready to go, you can try to copy and paste it over. In this case, it worked. If that doesn't work for you, what you can do is this. Hit function print screen on your computer, and then go to the Paint program in Microsoft Windows, and then Control-V paste. And then all I got to do is grab this little box tool here and just highlight the picture parts that I want, and then hit crop. Then if I go select all and copy, I can go back to D2L, and from there I can paste the picture back in. So there's 2 ways. If you have a picture ready to go, that's great. If not, just do what I did there, and you can copy it from Paint straight into D2L. And then all you got to do is hit save. There we go. So now I've got 1 copy of the question in there. So now maybe I'd like 4 versions or 2 versions of the question. So I'm going to do just 1 more for this. So I'm going to hit 1 more, true or false. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Please select true once you have finished the problem and submitted your work to the Dropbox. There we go. So now I'm just going to go back to Microsoft Word there, grab the next version of the question. Just going to scroll down and grab that. There we go. Control C, go back, paste that in. There's the question. And then once again, just grab the picture if you have a picture for your question and throw that in as well. And true would be the correct answer. Okay, so now I got two variations of the same kind of question in my section. I usually go for 4, but I'm just going to hit done editing question this time. And so now what I'm going to do is go create a new test, but instead of putting it in the same same object as the multiple choice, I'm going to make a new one just for the part B, the problem section. So this is going to be test 1, long problem. Okay, or I could say part B, I guess, part B, long problem. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, so I'm going to maybe throw this into my category as well. And then I'm going to add or edit questions right here. So right here, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to do a new question pool. So there's my question pool right there. Okay, so from there I'm going to browse the library, and I'm going to scroll down to my new section, test 1, long problem, hit add. There's my 2 problems. And I just want to select one of the 2, and it's just going to be 1 point. Doesn't matter. It's just going to be true or false. Did they get it done at this point? So the question pool title, this is going to be test 1, long problem. There we go. And I hit save. And we're done editing questions. There we go. So now, what would this look like for the students? So, once again, you should add restrictions, like when is the due date? Is it visible to the students? When's the due date? So it should be the same as the multiple choice test. Okay, has a start date. Maybe it's tomorrow, starting at 1:30 in the morning. There we go. Okay. Does it have an end date? Should you show it in the calendar? Are you going to give them an enforced time limit so that they can't cheat? Maybe 5 minutes grace. In this case, for the assessment, you're only going to allow them to do it once. That's it. It doesn't really matter if it goes into the grade book at all, because this is just to deliver the question to them in a way that's randomized. Okay, so once you're done, save that. Okay, so how would this look for a student? So I'm just going to turn myself into a student here, so view as a student. There we go. Okay. So if I was a student, then I went to the quizzes section. Okay, oh shoot. I'd look for the quiz there. Okay, so I go down to where the quiz is located. Oh, there it is right there. And I click on that. Alright, and then I want to start the quiz. There we go. And now it randomly chose one of the 2 questions. So once I'm finished the problem, I'm going to hit true and submit it. But as a student, probably at this point in time, they probably want to work on the question for a little bit. So what they might do at this point is copy the question over to a nice new Word document, or whatever program they're using, or maybe just on a piece of paper as well. There we go. Okay, and then once they've done some work with it, so here is my work and calculations. So maybe they actually do some math with that. Okay, or if it's an essay response, they just they write their essay response, whatever. Okay. What the student should do at that point in time is go save as, save their documents somewhere. So for example, desktop, my test, there we go. Okay. And then back in D2L, what they should do at this point in time is go to the assignments section where you made the Dropbox, go to the long problem, okay, and then what they need to do is add a file. So they got to click on add a file, go to their computer or device, and then upload the document that they did their work in. So there we go. Okay, and then hit add. So once that's done, here is my test. Okay, submit. That'll email them that a ticket showing that they've actually submitted their work, and now it's there. It's done. There we go. So once they've done that, then they can hit true and submit the quiz. It's done. And hit submit quiz. There we go. So you can do that for all of your long problems or essay problems. And you can see here now I got an email saying that I submitted my work to the Dropbox. So as a student, there you go. So I hope this helps. This is how you can randomize your long problems, like essay questions, long problems in physics, or anything that's not multiple choice or regular true and false. I hope this helps. Thank you.